Morning everyone, hope you're all doing well. If you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking on the video. So join me this week on the River Orwell near Ipswich, where I'm doing I guess it's a stealth camp. It's definitely not a bushcraft camp, but this is probably the most beautiful spot that I know around here. We've got elevated ground of woodland, we've got the river, boats, there's a pub down the track. So I'm doing a hammock camp inside of one of the boat wrecks. There's a few beams in there which will be perfect to lash the hammock between. So I've been really excited for this camp for a few weeks now. It should be a good one. The tide's just starting to come in, so I'm going to have to get my kit on the boat, start setting up. There are a few people over there at the minute just doing some photography. I spoke to them this morning. They seem on board with the idea of me camping in there. They thought it was really cool. So should be a good camp. Stick with it, let's have a good one. But while they're doing their photography and bits and bobs, I found this lovely little spot. Nice little chilling spot. Right by the trees, next to the river. What a nice spot, look at it, it's so beautiful. So the tide's just come in. I had to climb up the high bit to get on with all my kit. A bit of a struggle, but we got there in the end. So this is the spot, the inside of the boat. It's going to keep us dry and warm tonight. I'm going to put the hammock up between there and there, I think. That gives me plenty of ground clearance. Oh, this is awesome. Never thought I'd be camping on the inside of a boat wreck, but here we are. Just mixing it up. See the water through there. Excuse finger. What a spot. Do have to be a little bit careful when I'm walking around in here, because this clay sort of mud is really slippy, but it's all dry on here. So I've just been walking up and down the right hand side of this beam, which seems to give me a good bit of grip. This is mega. Just looking out my bedroom window, you know, as you do. I've got the hammock set up. It's perfect, ideal. So I've got to get on it from the right hand side on that beam there, just face forward, lean back into the hammock, spread it out, then twist my legs in. We're good. Nice one. It's like Titanic where Rose and Jack are trying to go back down the stairs and the water's there. That's what it reminds me of. There's a hammock, look. There's not very many camera angle options in the boat, but I think it sells itself anyway. Looks amazing. I've got camera gear. There's no gas cylinder there. Don't know what he's doing, but he's just chilling. Beautiful day out there, sun's shining now, the tide's right in, so I'm stuck in here for a bit, which I'm taking as a good thing. It means no one else can come in. I'll take you up on the top deck in a second. I'm just sitting here for a bit. It was really easy packing the kit last night because obviously I've got no tarp, no ground sheet, didn't bring the roll mat. That was more for the walk-in. There are people that live in some boats, maybe 200-300 metres away, and I just didn't want to look super obvious like I was going camping. I saw one or two people on my walk-in, but I just had a rucksack on, didn't look so obvious. But it's just nice having a little kit. Literally I've just got the hammock, the sleeping bag, my camping pillow, some food and beer, and my camera kit, and the rest is just enjoying the scenery. Quality. And also the boat offers a really good wind protection. So the reason why I bring the roll mat when I go hammock camping is just to put it in the bottom, because I don't use an underquilt. The foam roll mat just helps with the wind, keeps you nice and warm. But we've got this big wall here to the next to me. So we've got the side of the boat there, which is going to stop all the wind. Might be a little bit come through there, I don't know, but I'm not too bothered. The roll mat's a bit of a luxury to me anyway, so it's going to be a nice kit, I reckon. Over there, they're all the boats that people live in. There's a row of about 10 or 15 of them. And they're about 200-300 grand a piece. They're about 4 or 5 bedrooms. I know one of them's got a 6-person sauna in it. But it's really cool. People have just built like wooden walkways from the woods out to the boats. They don't sail anymore. They're permanently there. People have got little veg patches and flowers and stuff growing. It's really cool. But this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. Alright, bud. Not sure if you'll be able to see it with this lens, but in the distance is the Orwell Bridge, which is the A14. It's a giant bridge. It goes over the river. It's quite busy. And the A14 just goes straight down to Felixstowe. Found a little brass hanger for the bag. Just keep that elevated just so it doesn't fall in. This is me now, can't leave the boat for a few hours, so I'm going to go on top deck, enjoy the scenery. We'll wait for the tide to go out. But this is us now. Captain Jack Sparrow here, just chilling on the Black Pearl. That tide's properly in now. It's awesome, I feel amazing. This is wicked, what a spot. There's not really much I can film for you at the minute. You've seen the inside of the boat, you've seen the outside of the boat. It's probably just going to be me chatting rubbish or drinking a beer. So I last came down here in between the lockdowns last year, and there was a guy building a walkway out to the water where he was going to put his boat, and something awesome's just happened like a year later, and he's just put his brand new giant boat up against the walkway. There's a few people around there filming it, making a bit of a big deal out of it, but it's awesome. It was a beautiful boat. you might just be able to catch him going in there. So I'm just going to keep spamming you with camera pans this video. I'm absolutely loving today. It's just perfect. So many nice things to see. This has got to be the coolest spot I've ever camped at. Look at that. Completed it, mate. Got the swans. Yes, lads.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, cheers everyone. Does anyone think I'm mad for doing this, or is it an epic idea? Because to me, the whole idea of this camp just seems awesome. This is so peaceful. So if you happen to find yourself camping on a boat wreck, here's a little life hack. Tie them up. Don't want to lose them into the drink. So anyone that was worrying about the hammock earlier and the placement of it, look how quick the tide goes out. It's been about 15-20 minutes since I showed you the hammock, and the water was all the way up to the bottom of the trees there. Goes out quickly. Give it another 15-20 and I'll be able to jump off the boat again. Go collect some wood. I brought the bush box with me today, so I'll just be using it for cooking. Right, well the tide's out now, so I've come back inside. I bought some fairy lights from Amazon, so I'm going to put some fairy lights up around the inside. I think it'll be a really cool little vibe tonight. Try and get some nice pictures. Let's have a look. Nah, the hammock's bone dry. set it up perfectly. It's at the perfect height. It's nice to listen to the water drain out the boat. So I've just hung my row of fairy lights for tonight. Should look pretty good in here. Looking forward to that. So I've got them come down to the controller with a little holder. Let's try them out. Oh, you can't really pick it up yet. I'm not going to sing Celine Dion, but that's what I'm thinking. We're back on land. Now I'm going to go and collect some branches and twigs for the bush box later, while the tide's out. I've just brought the Backhoe Laplander saw with me today. I left the big still one at home and just don't need it today. Might have said earlier I forgot, but I didn't bring the axe or anything today because it's just in the bush box, so I'll only be running that, like I said earlier, at the side of the river just to cook my dinner, and then it'll be off and I'll be chilling with the little fairy lights in the boat. So let's go and get some wood. The little woodland trail that's next to the river is lovely. Get some really good views out into the river. I'm going to go up to the top there. It's just a long circular walk all the way around and you can get some good views from the top. So while I'm collecting some wood, we'll go and have a little look. Some lovely old oaks in this woodland, and there's some beech and some ash and some elm and there's some maple as well, and a bit of pine. Really nice. This is where I'll be cooking dinner. Nice little tucked away spot. I'd love to come back here and do a camp here, although the water does come right up here. So I could probably do a hammock camp here somewhere. So I tried to think a little outside the box today with this camp. I was really excited about it. I really wanted to show everyone how beautiful this place was. I know it's not bushcrafty, but it's not just bushcraft I'm into. I like all sorts of camping, and it's really nice to do a alternative camp now and again, just something completely different. So I'm having an awesome day. It's a little bit boggy around here, it's a little wet. Just going to head back to the boat for a bit, have another beer at the top while the sun's out, just enjoy the afternoon. So the next peak high tide's not till 0200 now. I've got until about 10:30 tonight before I can't get back on the boat again. So I've got plenty of time to chill this evening by the riverbank, cook my food and all that sort of stuff. But I'm just enjoying being on the boat at the minute. It's a really nice vantage point, it's really comfy, the sitting position with the angle of the boat is perfect. so I don't have to worry about the high tide again. And that's the reason the hammock's where it is, because I'll be long asleep by the time the tide comes in fully again, so I'm not too worried about that. And it'll be back out in the morning, so I can pack up and leave in the morning fine. Don't have to time it or anything like that. So it's just about chilling and relaxing this afternoon. I didn't fancy doing a strength test of the wood that's left on that boat, but we did manage to get the Haribo up there. There's a few really nice country manors along the opposite riverbank there. Bought the little 1 Tigris bush box just to cook the food. I'm having a chicken stir fry, sweet and sour. Sweet and sour chicken stir fry. Lovely job. So good. Got the rab jacket on. I'll be settling down for the night soon. Got the fairy lights on, look. I've just put the softy trousers on because the tide started coming in now. I thought I'd make myself comfy. Got a couple of beers. Just gonna watch this water come in. Chilling. Really like them fairy lights. Pretty cheap on Amazon. Definitely makes the place look cool. Morning. It was 6 AM. Survived the night. Stayed dry as well, which is good. Feel all toasty this morning. Well, it wasn't windy last night. It wasn't cold. It was nice and dry. I think it was a perfect spot. Perfect spot. Well, that's all the kit packed away. I'm just going to go and sit on the top deck for a little bit. So it was a bit of a different sort of video, this one. My mind was definitely more into enjoying the camp than getting all the shots, but I've really enjoyed this one. If you plan to do a sort of camp like this, it's really important. You have to make sure you come and do a recce, check the tidal times. I did look at all of that sort of stuff. I knew that I'd be safe in there, but if you are planning to do something like that, you have to put in the groundwork. I wouldn't come out here and do a camp like this without recceing it first and checking all the relative information. But it has been a good one. So that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a hell of a camp. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's got to be the best spot I've ever camped at. Not my favourite camp as a whole, just because I was quite limited. It was a bit sketchy walking around in there, it's quite slippy. But as far as spots go, the most beautiful by far. I won't be putting a video out next week. I've got some stuff on, so I won't be camping. But we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Thanks again, peace and love, and I'll see you soon.